Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. On today's video, I'm going to be telling you a story about a woman who bought 1000 layers chicken. Wow, what a big move. Watch this video to the end so that you'll be able to understand and learn from this video. One good day like that, I went to where I am buying my one bag of commercial feed. As you all know, I have a little number of chicken. So this place, they are selling different types of feed, different types of commercial feed, and it is a very big warehouse like that. Like the owner of the warehouse is a multi-millionaire. And they are selling different types of feed from different companies, and people do buy different types of feed from their store. So there was this woman who bought 1000 layers chicken, but the big problem there is that she don't have enough money to feed them. She now came there for a rescue. Guess what happened? She came to the owner of the feed store and was explaining to him that she bought a 1000 layers chicken, and she is done with the brooding and some other levels, that they are now at their grower stage, but she don't have enough money to feed them. The woman was like, "Sir, please, I came to know if you can help me with some bags of feed on credit, that once the chicken starts laying eggs, I will be paying you back gradually." So the man now asked the woman, "How many weeks are your chickens?" The woman now told the man that the chicken is just 10 weeks of age. That's their two months and 2 weeks. So they are on their grower stage. And the man now asked her again, "How many months do these layers chickens stay before they start laying eggs?" And the woman was like, "They do stay for 4 to 5 months before they start laying eggs." And the man now replied the woman, "Sorry ma, we can't afford to grant your request. That 5 months is too far. That they can only give on credit to their regular customer who their chicken have started laying egg, which they know that within the short period of 3 weeks or 1 month they have paid back the money, and they do give them a limited number of feed." Now advise the woman that if she can't afford to feed the whole chicken, let her sell half of the chicken, then use the money to feed the remaining chicken. That was the advice the man gave to the woman, that she should sell 500 of her chicken, then use the money to raise the remaining 500, because the woman had 1000 chickens in number. What is the essence of this video? Well, the lesson you should learn from this video is that whenever you are starting a poultry farming newly, don't go for a higher number. Start within your capacity. Don't start with a higher number, maybe because other people have high number of chicken. Start within your capacity so that you don't regret being into poultry farming. Remember, it is a gradual learning process. It is not a race. Some people do start with a high number of chicken, but because they lack experience, they will lose all the whole chicken because they don't have any experience. That's why you have to start with a small number, so that at least you will have experience and you will be able to manage your chicken very well. It doesn't matter starting with 1000 chicken when you can't afford to feed them. Because I once had this experience in my farm. If you have watched my previous video, you see where I told you about malnutrition. When you start with a higher number and you can't afford to feed the whole chicken, and this chicken come intact with malnutrition, man, you are going to lose the whole chicken within a short period of time, because all of them will start dying one after the other. And malnutrition, even if those chicken will survive, they won't lay eggs earlier enough because they lack nutrients, and it draw them back. Assuming they are 16 weeks or maybe 15 weeks of age and they come in out with malnutrition, definitely they will lag behind. Instead of them to lay at their 18th or 19th weeks, they will lay around their 24 weeks or 22 weeks. Like, they will not lay that kind early enough. And remember, in this chicken farming, like, their feeding do consume around 80% of the money you save for this project. 80% of the money you save, their feeding consume a lot more higher than their medication and other stuff you may think of. Like, for an instance, assuming you buy a chicken at 1,000, the chicken will consume a feed of 4,000 before it starts laying eggs. So as you can see, it is not a small thing. Assuming you have 1,000 chicken, you know how much it will consume, both the feeding, the money for the chicks, their medication. You know how much it will consume before that 5 months before they start laying eggs. Definitely it will consume a lot of money. Apart from the feeding, their medication also. Assuming you want to vaccinate your chicken, you can't buy 100 doses of Lasota vaccine for 1,000 layers chicken. Definitely it won't work that way. You have to buy like 2,000 doses for them, not 100 doses. And the reason this man didn't grant that woman request was because, you know, this chicken normally they do stay for 5 months before they start laying egg. And when this chicken starts laying egg, the man calculated that when this chicken starts laying eggs, definitely the woman is not going to get back the whole money within that period. At least they will stay up to 12 months or 12 months plus, depending on the management, and depending if the woman have any other source of income that she will use to complete the money. Because, you know, if this chicken should start laying eggs, you won't get back the whole money that you invested in it within a short period of time. It do take like a year, and it do take like 12 months, 14 months, like depending on the management though. It is depending on the management that will determine when you will get back the money you invested into this farm. So it is not an easy process. You have a long way to go, and if you are a first-time farmer, you might even find it difficult on maybe the selling of the eggs or many other things. So it won't be easy for you. That's why I always advise people that they should start with a small number. Assuming I'm to start from scratch again, I will start with 50 layers chicken, and gradually I will improve. I will increase the number. I won't go for a higher number, maybe because I want to do show off or that kind of thing. I'll go within my capacity, because I've had this experience and it is very tough. Like, in order to protect your mental health, you have to start within your capacity, start within your means. It is not a race. It is not a race. Like, start with any amount you can afford. If it is 10 chicken, start with 10 chicken and start making plans on how to upgrade to 20, how to upgrade to 30. Like, within your means and experience will determine how many numbers you will be bringing in another project you will be making. So don't go for a higher number so that you maintain your mental health, because your mental health is the number one. If you should stress your mental health because of this poultry farming, definitely you are going to quit poultry farming, because it is not always as you imagine it to be. Sometimes you might even save money, assuming you save like maybe that kind 100k for your poultry farming. At the end, you'll find out that life expenses might even take 50% of that 100k. Maybe by then you have bought this chicken and they have started feeding. Like, you know, when you buy this chicken newly, they don't feed that big at the first place. It is gradually they will start increasing on their feeding, and maybe when they are 16 weeks of age, that time you are supposed to feed them a huge amount of feed. Then because of life expenses, you can't afford to feed them the amount required. Definitely your chicken is going to lag behind, and if care is not taken, you might even sell the whole chicken at that point, and at the end of the day you have just suffered for nothing, because it is from the eggs that you sell is where you will be making profits from, not even from the chicken. It is from the eggs that you sell. So it doesn't make sense quitting at that point. It will ruin your career, that kind of thing. It is not easy. So start within your means. Don't go for a higher number, maybe because other people have 1,000 chicken. Start within your means in order to protect your mental health. It is very important. Now, I think with this video you'll be able to rethink before you upgrade your numbers or start up a chicken business. Thank you for watching. My name is Collins Booker, and a very big shout out to my 2,000 YouTube subscribers. Well, it is not easy. It is not easy to support. Like, it shows that you people really support me in what I'm doing, even though I'm not perfect. But I just enjoy sharing my experience with you all. Thank you. I'm really grateful. And if you are new in this my channel, subscribe in this channel so that I will be able to share with you guys about chicken farming. See you in my next video. And if you find this video interesting, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new, as I said earlier. See you in my next video. One love.